I can straight up say that this is the nastiest cereal I've ever had in my life. I've never had such a displeasure. I can't even give it a 10. Um, Thanks for watching in advance. This is D.Rey's Rants and Reviews, part of 10-Minute Talks with D.Rey, a talk show tailored towards those of us with a short attention span. Sitting here eating some oatmeal. Straight up love oatmeal. Anybody knows me, like any type of grain, cream of wheat, grits, whatever that muesli, I forgot the name for it. I don't know if it's a grain or not, but it usually gets lumped in with oatmeal and stuff like that, but I love it. Made mine with some walnuts, flax seeds, some hemp seed, chia seeds, agave, brown sugar, all that. Anything that was a stalk in his past life, I'm for it. I am like the biggest cereal advocate ever. It just speaks to our inner child. Like, you have to love cereal. And in my hunt for a cereal that was balanced, I'm a fake healthy person, like everybody at this point. Like, there's not a pescatarian out there that eats more wings than me. You know what I mean? Like, I'll eat like kale and squash for dinner one night and like crush Eggo waffles, you know what I mean, with drenched in syrup the next day, or like red velvet pancakes from green eggs or something. Like, it's balanced, for real. I'm sorry, life is for living, not living uptight. But like I said, try to stay on the healthy side. What they put in a lot of these children's cereals is terrible. The way they make Captain Crunch, like, they was killing us. I'm sorry, from jump. They was trying to take us the fuck out. Like, they really don't care. It's deep. But like I said, I try to balance it out. So I'm like, all right, older now, how do I get my cereal fix without necessarily going and grabbing like some Cocoa Puffs or something? If I go on to Whole Foods, I purchase these organic, grain-free oats, as you can see. And, you know, I tried them, I was apprehensive. I was like, I don't know what the hell I'm getting into right now. 4 grams of protein, 4 grams of fiber, 4 grams of sugar, toasted cassava cereal with plant protein. So I'm like, this is legit. And then they even slapped the gluten-free tag on there to make y'all people feel at home in that piece. No offense to the people out there with the actual allergy, but it's like, not everything has to be gluten-free. I can straight up say that this is the nastiest fucking cereal I've ever had in my life. I've never had such a displeasure with pouring milk in a bowl over some grains than I did the day that I tried this shit. As you can hear, it's still some in here because like I think I'm gonna just throw these at something. Like, I get bored, I just start shooting these shits in the trash can, because this is like the worst. I can't even give it a 10 out of 50. This is like absolutely disgusting. This shit tastes like they took cardboard. They took the shake off of some Cocoa Puffs and then just like wet the cardboard and threw this shit on top. It's not even fun. You like, the whole point of like the healthy stuff is to kind of like trick you, you know what I mean? Like, they compound a good habit with a bad one. So let me give you something healthy on top of the pleasure of cereal. This shit's just torture. Like, this is 100% the cereal they serve at Guantanamo Bay. And I love a lot of things from Whole Foods. You know what I mean? I'll be going in there, my Anglo-Saxon folk, and sniff a couple fruits or whatever, and you know, grab my mashed down almond butter that costs like your soul. But I love Whole Foods, you know what I mean? It's what a grocery store should be in a lot of ways. But yeah, that shit's terrible. That shit's terrible. So like I said, I can't even give it a 10. It's just not it. But enough of that. I don't want to be too negative. I actually want to rant about something hilarious to me. And I'm gonna just say this right now. This one is gonna piss some people off because it's kind of seem as sensitive to these times. I understand everything is racially charged, and a lot of y'all are just now starting to wake up to you know, how racist America really is and how backward shit has been. And I get it, like, y'all first instinct is to run around and like tell everybody else to panic because it's new information to y'all. But you know what I mean? If you read a book that they didn't give us in elementary school for how many years, you would have seen that a lot of this shit has been going on for a long time. And it's a lot darker than just wage battles and stuff like that. Like, wait till y'all find out what they really been taking over these past couple 100 years. But I digress. But I found this video and it's called Fuck New York. It's one of the funniest things I've ever seen. Not because of the racism in it. And I would say this too, I feel like as a African-American Muslim male, or AM for short, which nobody has ever said ever, my black card is sufficiently funded enough, you know what I mean, to laugh at shit like this. Like, I'm sorry, it's just, I look at racism and bigotry and it's like, you think somebody's not X, Y, and Z because the way they look, like they're primitive, you know what I mean? Just laugh at it. I'm sorry, walking around angry about this shit is just stupid to me. This video was actually put out in 2004, right around the Bush and Cheney second stealing of an election, and this shit is like comedy. This shit is jokes. So I don't know how I'm gonna cut this in post, but I'm gonna just watch it on here. It's funny, I really wanted to do the little pear thing from iCarly, but that ain't in the budget. But so shout out Apple. But yeah, I really wanted to talk about this video, so I guess I'm gonna just screen record. Yeah. Of what I'm doing. All right, right out the gates, they're in front of the corner store. Definitely the Upper West Side. I don't peg any of these young boys as tough. They all went to a school that ended with prep, but like, it's set up to look like one of those like late 90s, early 2000s battle rap challenges when like a bunch of grown ass men would be standing in front of a corner store and challenge another group of grown ass men to get in a verbal bout. It's artistic and comedic at the same time, but just the execution of this video, like they really had this shit down packed.
Got the memo, motherfucker. What the fuck do I care about some memo about some dude trying to hijack some shit? I don't give a fuck.
Like the crotch hold, the neck swipe, like he had all the energy. The dudes in the background just doing jack shit, just watching.
I had other shit to do that day. I had to live. A nigga was at his ranch that day, and you know how it goes at the ranch.
Like I said, I get it. You shouldn't be saying the N-word, especially with this haircut. But just watch.
Laid back, ass Dick. Yo, Dick, tell him what he was doing that day at the ranch.
I'm gonna just stop right here. Anybody that goes, any Richard that goes by the name Dick post 1962 is one. Ask the former vice president, who actually was in question at this time.
Robbing niggas.
This is when I started crying. And I get it. He shouldn't be saying the N-word. But I'm from South Philly. I grew up around blacks and Italians for the most part. So my ears have become very trained on hearing when somebody, uses that word enough. And this is not his first rodeo.
Ain't that right? Cheney is real. He don't give a fuck.
Leans back on the wall.
Yo, Roman!
Hold on. If anybody caught this, the point up underneath, that point is like textbook Ebonics.
Roman!
The jacket hold, and I'm gonna just say it right now, you might hate this guy who has like party on the side, business up top haircut, who's like hosting the video, but this motherfucker Romy is by far the most dangerous one. I'm gonna tell you why in a minute. Look at the handshake. That is why he's the most dangerous one. Because out of all the jokes, you can't fake this. The way that he pulls up and looks over his shoulder, he's been in the streets before.
Mission accomplished.
Like,
yo,
what?
Romy, come here. All of us is real. If you got some shit I want, I'ma take it. Ain't that right?
No doubt.
Yo, what happened to Florida?
We took it.
What about Iraq?
We took that shit too.
Not to mention the pop collar.
Now what's up?
We're gonna take.
Like, he has on a suit jacket and his collar's pop. Not to be trifled with.
New York. That's right, bitches. We take.
I'm sorry. His emphasis on the being bitches is hilarious.
We take New York. That's right, bitches. We taking y'all city. Think I give a fuck about some death, bombing, and crime, bitches? Y'all ain't even want the one Iraq. And did that stop me? Hell nah. People dying right now because I said so. That's my word. Fuck New York. This apple ain't so big.
The lip curl at the end, like, I'm sorry. They did their research, man. This shit it's jokes.
This election is one for the history books.
And obviously, it ended like that. Spoiler alert, Bush and Cheney won again and set us up for the recession. But yeah, that shit, I'm sorry, man. Like, I get it. Like I said, I don't want to seem racially insensitive or anything like that. But I think I've earned the right to look at the shit and laugh at this point. Fire off in the comments if you think I'm wrong or you think it's funny. I guess I really don't give a shit. Yeah, man, I'm sorry. Like, that is hilarious. Like, share, do all that great stuff. Subscribe to Stay Tuned Networks. Everything, but especially to YouTube. Like I said, I'm really trying to pivot to longer format stuff and not so much of like podcasting and shit that you got to keep up on every day. But yeah, man, like a lot of dope content coming up, a lot of funny shit coming up. You got something you want me to review, definitely send that my way. I got a feeling it's about to be a long winter in the crib, so definitely send those. But yeah, man, this has been another episode of 10 Minute Talks with D.Rey, the talk show tailored for those of us with a short attention span. And yeah, thank you.